Hey guys, how's it coming? Just wondering how you guys are doing lately. Your boy hasn't been having the hottest time with this set, but I don't know. I I think I'm enjoying this set for the most part. I would say there's really only two lines you can play right now in the game. And like one of them's AD flex or AP flex, right? So you're really kind of left with going either Ahri or Ezreal with blue buff because it's just a giga easy like buffed item to slam, and you would either slam down the AD or AP versions of the items. Usually, if you're rocking Ezreal, you want to have like Infinity Edge, or if you're rocking Ahri, you want to have Nashor's Tooth, and then the healing BF Sword and Long Rod combined, the Gunblade, right? But I don't know. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this set or not. I personally am not, as you can see in the top left. I've won a few games since this, but I don't know. I think it's the chosen or whatever it is, just not really jiving super hot with me as I'm playing. But I feel like if you really want to win every game, you have to kind of try to force Heartsteel opener into like a payout. I was a huge fan of Disco when I first started playing this set, but now they made Disco so booty juice you can't even play it. Like Disco is so bad right now in the set that you legitimately have to try for like Twisted Fate 3 to be able to get any kind of like actual win con. The other reason why Twisted Fate 3 is so viable is nobody puts him on their board anyway, so all of his Twisted Fates are in the pool, and everybody else is pulling out all the Aries and the Caitlins and the Ezreals and the Blitzcranks. To the point where like you're able just to hit Blitzcrank 3 for free. You ever play a little bit of a game of like Annie reroll? One thing I will tell you guys is don't ever push like level 6 thinking, oh, you'll naturalize like an Annie or something. Usually chill on the lower intervals or all in your gold. I used to, in the past sets, guys, you'll see here on when you go to level 4, the last tick or whatever it is, usually when you're around 30 gold, if you're a little bit more econ heavy, you'd roll down to 30 when you have a 55% chance for one costs. But I don't know. I don't know if I do it this game, but it's not very good for you to do. You'll just ruin your whole econ, you'll butcher your whole game, and then you'll be a broke boy the whole game with people who just follow standard leveling with 2-star 4 costs with headliners. They'll just start getting bodied. When you go like games like Reroll Annie, you really got to try to hit the Annie and then power level as much as you can. I still think she's very good. They reworked her headliner item, so you can't get like a free Spear Soja now, so you're kind of forced to build like a mana enabler because it gives you the Jewel Gauntlet now instead of Sojin. What I'd recommend is, if in my opinion, I used to think that it was like really good to have like Stinger, or not Stinger, but like Nashor's Tooth, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I think it's actually better to just slam as many mana items as you can on her. It's just her getting to keep casting is like giga big, and if all this time spent auto attacking here, even with Sojin, just feels like a bummer. I feel like just having double Sojin with like the Jewel Gauntlet would be the best thing for you, to be honest. And we're just kind of chilling. As you can see, we're chilling lower on the tiers, and we're not in any rush to level up. You got to be patient when you're playing like reroll and you're on the other type of reroll. And I hope they end up changing the set, or at least drop a new patch, man, because I'm not having fun with this. I would like to see like more reroll Corky, a lot more reroll like headliner one costs that are actually good. Make like reroll Gnar good. There's not even another viable reroll 2-star comp besides Jax. I think having reroll Kaisa was kind of neat. I like her headliner ability. I just You're either playing Sentinel Ahri, KDA Ahri, or just Ezreal Flex into legendaries. Can't even touch Disco. Can't even play Jazz anymore since they nerfed it into the dirt. I mean, you can't play Headliner Yone. That's pretty decent. If you want to play Samira, I've been playing a lot of Samira as well. If you're playing Samira, she's pretty much just gonna. You're never gonna get a first place unless you like outrageously high roll on Samira. You can do that like that. That'd be about it. It would be very hard for you to get a first place playing Samira reroll. I think Pentakill's pretty dead too. Like Executioner, Karthus Akali is no bueno. Just the vertical's too strong on the others. And when I was playing Annie here, guys, usually I wouldn't recommend slamming Rageblade because as you can see, it's really not doing a whole lot more damage, but you can't just always chill and wait for Gigabyss. As I say that, I hit Pandora's here. But, I wish it would have given me a remover. I would have removered it. As you can see, we're doing a little bit of a roll down here now. Usually when you guys do your roll down, you're going to kind of want to chill around like 30 gold. But you're going to see me here. I might push it because I'm one off the Annie. And then we're going to chill now. Being able to hit here now, now we're chilling. You know, we're having a good time. I don't know how you guys are doing in life. I didn't really want to make like a super polished video for you guys today. I just wanted to put something out for you. I hope things are going good for you guys, man. I don't know about you, but your boy's just trying to make it through his days, make you guys some decent content. And hopefully you guys can either learn something or just at least chill with your boy, you know? Past 9 also got ruined. They changed the legendary percentage. I just feel lost this set. That's like the big thing. You know, I've been challenger the past few sets. I've at least hit grandmaster last set. And I don't know, this set I I, I feel like you have to force like just two comps every game and whoever hits wins or whoever really high rolls and has like HP advantage playing like some B tier comp ends up getting like a top 4. Like that's it. I I do have some forbidden technology that that I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of like KDA opener, but since Ahri's so contested, what I'll do is I'll reroll for Nico 3 and I'll go for a Lulu headliner, right? And Lulu headliner is actually busted. Lulu headliner with like Nico 3 or Echo 3 is just giga good. You're not going to hit Echo 3 because so many people are stealing all the headliners. But being able to get the Lulu with the hyper pop out there, if you can get her on an angle because her ability casts through the front line to the back line, you can kind of nuke whole boards. What you're really gonna want on her though is like blue buff with like Jewel Gauntlet and then like Hextech Gunblade or probably another healing item, right? As you can see, this guy's going Annie here. Homie got skamazed. And now with this Annie comp, you gotta start thinking about what you're gonna be putting in. 4 emos viable, you can play that. Here, I would recommend getting in 4 Guardian out on the board as soon as you can. Next up on the board is Echo, though, because he's both true damage and Sentinel. Also, I didn't really realize at this set, but like how good Amumu is as a unit. Amumu kind of does carry the team on his back, especially if you make him your main tank with 3 items. And we just power level here, guys. I made enough videos explaining like pushing leads, but we're already 4 streaking. One of the guys we're fighting is like a hundred streaking perfect game. Might as well push it, try to get him off the 5 streak, and then see if we can push away with our lead for this game. And we're just gonna go for probably the middle one and YOLO to get a Sona here. And what do you know, your boy ends up hitting. Usually, and then, like I said, we're going to want to push the lead even more. So we just power level. We do 2 levels back to back, 5 streaking. This could grief your game, but I don't think it really would. I mean, this is like a pretty max cap board. All we really have is, what, 4 upgrades to hit, and we're sitting on 2 pairs. So, and the odds of us actually hitting the Sona too is like negative anyways. You might as well just level up and try to preserve whatever streak you do have. Start hitting other people for damage in the lobby. That's another thing that I've realized is I think they've changed stage two's damage now to where nobody takes any damage, so people are just open fording. We're gonna donkey here to see if we can get some upgrades, especially since we're like the first person to like level 8. Standard leveling level 8 is like 4 or 5 usually, right? when you're 5 streaking like this and above, you basically have 30 gold interest. So if you're able to keep this streak, I actually think it's worth rolling down the gold anyways. And we're just looking to finish off the Amumu item. Now, hindsight's 2020, but I wonder if it'd be better to save this tier for Ahri to be able to get blue buff for her, or if it wouldn't be. We're just gonna keep donkeying every turn, guys. We're sitting on 4 pairs here. I don't know if I sell the Thresh, but I should. That's another one too. I have seen like what is it? 8-bit Riven. 8-bit Riven with the own reroll is like pretty decent, I guess. I just don't think you're gonna be able to hit the Caitlyn's. So many people are playing it with flex play, right? We're holding on to the Thresh, I believe, here, because after this point, I'm pretty much going to realize that I have all the upgrades I could want. The only way my board really gets stronger is by pushing levels. Since we're already, like, level 8, we got still 2 more we can pack a punch. We got a bling bonus here that we're slamming down on the Echo and the Cannon. I don't know. I really do hope they buff Twisted Fate. That's the only comp I really enjoy playing every single game. And as you can see here, like, this Lucian, no, not the Lucian, but the Jhin. This stuff, this AD flex here, where this guy's whole backline's 1-star and I'm losing to it is ridiculous, man. It's just literally a Jhin 1 with just a meaty front line, and it pumps out enough damage to be able to beat this board. As you can see, pumping levels there and preserving our HP, though, was so good for killing the vast majority of the board. I still think, hindsight's 2020, I still think it's the right decision, what I did. Especially when we hit the Sona. Although I've kind of changed my opinion, man. I used to think Sona was like Giga S tier. And now I don't know how I feel about Sona. I don't think Sona's Giga S tier anymore. I think she was Giga S tier in Disco where like Twisted Fate really excelled with like attack speed. And I had a debate here whether or not I was going for the Sojin or the Emo Spatula, and I decided to go for the Emo Spatula. I think the place where I wavered really hard in this like late game is deciding what's my +1 synergies I'm going to be getting out on the board. Guardian 4 is huge, especially because, it is our Mumu that would be getting the Guardian. But also, like, Poppy's just busted. I don't know how to put it any other way, but Poppy's just like a broken 4-cost unit. And now this guy's just trying to body me, I guess. I fought this guy like twice back to back, too. It was very unlucky. So there's 2 people 5 streaking in the lobby. No point for me to level up here. So if I do, that's a mistake. Because we get to gain the 5 gold interest for this combat. Then we get it for the neutrals. And then maybe we'll be able to push 10. I doubt it. Probably just a level 9 board. But it goes to show, guys, that like reroll Annie's like still pretty goated. I still do like playing reroll Annie. It just stabilizes super hard, especially if you have decent items on her. You just need a mana enabler. But I am not a very big fan of just where we're at right now in this set. In terms of like right now, literally the best strategy to do is open fort till 4-1 and then roll down every single gold you have because everybody waits to 4-2 and just pray on hitting like headliners that you want as your carries and just have whatever shitter like frontline units you can put out on there, throw a Zac or something, and then slowly pivot into your max cap board. Like YOLOing on Ezreal headliner or Ahri headliner, you know, a Kali headliner is so booty, but and I wanted to see here, because I'm at 40 gold interest, if I'd be able to get the Poppy out here, to be able to get the 4 emo. I don't even think it makes a difference, man. I can't get through this front line. The Annie isn't packing enough punch. This is where I think the Stinger is better. And I had to see here, I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if the emo's better than the Guardian in terms of beating the board, but I doubt it. I like doing a little bit of repositioning here. See if we can get the... Because the Amumu, every time he takes damage, gains armor and magic resist. And, like, more stats. So I was assuming if we could make him the centralized target that's getting hit, we'd be able to do a bit better here. Going for the Rage Blade, because it's a Gigabest on Sona. But I don't even think she's going to cast. I think if they want to make Sona viable, they got to, like, add mana per auto attack automatically for her or something. I don't know. The girl's casting like next year. And I moved the Ahri over to the left so she doesn't get hit with the Shroud, and hopefully we can nuke the left side and make our way over. You know, that's the one thing that sucks about KDA is if you have a really bad layout. Like, I can't move my units in position to be able to hit the gen on the right. But I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling. I just want to make a video for you guys today. And I hope you guys have a better week than I do. Peace.